They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida's offense will get first crack at it today. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Dropping back, it's Lagway. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Hunt is on its way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Bulls offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Nimrod. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Brown wants to pass. That's caught. It's Singleton. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The Bulls are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Gonna run it. It's ball. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Florida. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 86-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the run, it's Norton. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Brown will throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
The Bulls are rolling down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the ground game. Fighting off the defender. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
And the Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Bulls will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Quarterback extends the play. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
The hand to the running back. Fights off a defender.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Coming out with it, it's Smith. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Looking for space, it's Norton. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Off the RPO, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. Right on the money. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Nimrod.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
And the Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. It's a seam wide open. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. At the 30. He's at the touchdown Gators. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. The Bulls can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides the back on the option to give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the Bulls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Lining up to convert third down. Brown will throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Keeps it and gets the first down. Oh, a lot of space. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Bulls had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Good right down the boulevard. That'll close the gap to 14.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
And the Gators will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Off the play fake on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And the Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And you got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot. I know there's a lot of football still to go, and I know they're on their own end of the field, but just kind of get the feeling their defense hasn't gotten a ton of stops. They may need to stay out there, and they're going to need this quarterback to make a play.
They booted away on 4th down. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Wilson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays. but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Harvey. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Lagway. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun. Give on the inside. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Williams.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
The Bulls can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback on the keeper. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll run the option. The pitch. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Got a little space. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give to the tailback. Past the first down marker and still running. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So 1st down will open up the final period. Right back to the well. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Hands it off. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big 1st down and keeps the clock moving.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal.
About the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He's got it on the move. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. And it's picked off at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you've got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own 1. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Got room at the 35. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
The Bulls will have it 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Grab near the marker. It's Nimrod. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Using his legs, it's Isaac. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wide out to either side. He'll pull it down and run. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Brown will throw it. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a 1st down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Now they're going to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Caught behind the line. It's Wolf. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Trying to barge in. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Touchdown Bulls. Fitted in the window for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end.